Shane Fleming here from Fleming Real Estate. I am in the process of trying to get back into starting a few more video blogs and kind of getting more out onto social media with some more posts, more personal posts in terms of what I'm doing on a daily basis, as well as more stuff in terms of tips for property, both residential and commercial. I suppose it was my birthday a few weeks ago, and it really got me kind of thinking about the past in terms of what I've achieved in the last few years since setting up Fleming Real Estate, and also looking towards the future. I suppose in the past, my first year, I'm not going to lie, was kind of difficult, but then I went on year 2, I doubled turnover, year 3 double turnover again, and now I'm kind of almost halfway through year 4, and I'm in the process. I can see that turnover is going to be double again this year, but I've kind of felt that I needed to look at the business as a whole and really look at the direction of the business. And I felt that I wasn't going to be in a position in year 5 to double it again, purely just based on a kind of a time management point of view. So I've looked out to see what I could do. 2 kind of points that kind of came up to me were taking on more people and taking on assistants, as well as looking at the software in terms of leveraging up my time. I kind of, lucky enough, I kind of have got in contact with Keller Williams here in Ireland, and that's KW. So they are a tech-based company with a real estate kind of background, and they are going to be kind of assisting agents with kind of leveraging their time, using their software, so they can leverage their time focusing more on the day-to-day job rather than worrying about admin stuff or marketing side of stuff. I've also kind of decided to take on a virtual assistant over the next kind of few months. I'm kind of hoping that a virtual assistant will stay in place, but I'm going to actually try to look on to take an in-house assistant as well. One, so I can spend more time directly dealing with clients and less time on admin stuff, but also spending more time on actually running kind of more in the social media side of things, more video vlogs, as well as doing some more posts as well. So it is something I've kind of been thinking about for a long time, but just in terms of the day-to-day job always gets in the way of this side of stuff. So I kind of wanted to see if I can actually, once I take on a few assistants, that I can actually dedicate time to this and grow this side of the business. And I'm really looking forward to doing that, and that's my next challenge over the next kind of year or so. Here, me actually trying to vlog. I'm hoping I will get better at this, but who knows? I don't know. Hopefully I've said this before, I'll hopefully get better at this, and I will try to kind of keep the videos entertaining as possible. They're not going to be that entertaining because half the time I'm talking about property and half the people don't really care about a property, but we'll try to keep them entertaining as possible, as well as kind of keeping people up to date on what's going on in property, but also my own kind of life in terms of what's actually involved in being a real estate agent here in Dublin. So today I actually also attended a quick tech call with KW and learning a bit more about what's on offer with the KW systems coming down in terms of what's coming down the line, what apps, what stuff is going to help the agent, also what's going to help the consumers as well in terms of searching for houses and so on. But I kind of was also one of my other focuses today was actually preparing a new residential property for the market. It's going on market tomorrow, and I was just kind of starting to realise how time consuming it actually is to get everything in place in terms of making sure everything is right for the brochure, photos, all the details that go in terms of what's being prepared over the last few days and few weeks, and actually trying to get it all ready today so it's ready for tomorrow. And I suppose one of the kind of benefits of the KW system is that it kind of will streamline a lot of that, which I'm kind of hoping will allow me more time rather than spending a few hours on it today. It might have only been 20 minutes or something like that. Fair enough, there's a huge amount of work that has to go into preparing a property for sale, but in terms of actually getting it up online and everything like that, maybe the Keller Williams system will hopefully be able to kind of streamline that whole process. One other thing I forgot to mention in terms of after my birthday, what I was kind of thinking about how I can push on my career even further. I forgot to mention actually probably one of the most important things and key kind of drivers behind all of this is I've actually taken on a career coach and business coach. So I think that is kind of something that I feel that is giving me the kind of drive I need to kind of make sure I progress in terms of continuing to do these videos as well as growing my business and giving me the push that I need to take on an assistant as well. So I am hoping with taking on the Keller Williams systems and taking on all the systems that they have and the network and the support that they have, as well as taking on a virtual assistant and maybe in a few months time taking on an assistant in-house. I am hoping that I'll be able to spend more time doing these kind of blogs as well as actually doing more and more kind of stuff on social media, because it is a goal for the next kind of year or two to get more and more of these videos out. So any tips or pointers that you may have, as well as any negative feedback, please let me know.